Hey friends, Kevin here. And while everybody is telling you how bad things are and how bad things are going to get, I'm going to tell you this may be the greatest opportunity you ever have in your lifetime. Whether this is regards to camping and travel, or whether this is in regards to other things in your life. So let's have a serious conversation about that now. Here is reality. We have no control over this entire global situation that's going on. We do have control about things in our local areas, in our own neighborhoods, in our own homes. And I'm not going to start into a lecture on that of what you should and shouldn't do. I'm trying to get you to think about the big picture. And the big picture is this. No matter how horrific this all ends up being, it is going to get better. But what I want to take you back to is where you were in your life a month ago, or 2 months ago, or 6 months ago. Forget about everything going on here for a moment. Because if you're like most people, I can tell you I was ungodly stressed out. I kept putting off trips. I finally ended up having a couple, as you know if you're a subscriber to this channel. And many more planned throughout this year. This was the year I was going to spend at least 6 months of these 12 months traveling. And in the other 6 months, I had planned to shut down a business, let it wind on down that I was simply tired of. And this house, I wanted to do some things around here for the last several years that I have not had time to do in order to get this house ready to sell. Should I decide that that is an option, I want to sell this house, I want to have that option to sell this home and be able to go on the road full time and travel just not in the United States, but also outside of the United States. What's going on right now has not changed that plan any. On this last trip, I definitely decided I am done with one of these businesses that I have been in for decades. I have had my run. I am sick of it. I don't want anything more to do with it. So that decision was made for me before any of this happened that we're dealing with now. I know this is going to put a lot of business owners in bad situations, and I feel for them. But if they do this the right way, again, this can end up being one of the best things that ever happened to them. As far as the house, nothing has changed with my house plan. I plan on having this thing ready to sell. Will I sell it? Will I not? I don't know yet. It doesn't matter. What matters is I have the time now to get it ready. I have the time to do several things that I wanted to do, and so do you. Because here's the situation. Either one, you're going to be out of work and you're going to be stuck at or near your home and you're not going to have a choice, or you're still going to be working, and I'm still going to be working when I'm not on the road, and a little bit when I am on the road. That hasn't changed. But with all of these other things shut down, what's going to happen is even you working people, working stiffs like me, are going to find yourself with more time on your hands when you're not working. And this is going to go on for quite a while. We don't know how long. There is no point in sitting and dwelling on this. We are at the beginning. Things have happened in the last 10 or 12 days that I knew were going to happen, but they happened much faster than I anticipated they would. None of that matters. What matters is this is the position that I'm in. This is the position that you're in and everyone you know is in. And what's going to matter is how we come out the other side of this. How you come out the other side of this. Because with all this extra time that you have now, think back again to a month ago, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, 3 years ago, and all the time that you spent saying, I wish I had the time to do this. I wish I had the time to work on my house. I wish I had the time to start minimalizing and getting rid of some stuff so I could go out and hit the road. I wish I had the time to learn to play the guitar. I wish I had the time to just sit down and relax and work a jigsaw puzzle. I wish I had the time to learn Spanish or German or whatever it is that interests you. Or it doesn't matter what it is. You now have that time. When you were making that wish a month ago and 3 months ago and 6 months ago and 5 years ago, you didn't really think you would ever have the time to pursue those interests and better yourself. Now you do. Now I do. It is time. I have made excuses on things for the last couple of years that, looking back now, I just want to smack myself over. But rather than sit around and dwell in this, rather than spend 11 hours a day watching CNN or whatever news channel you do, or on Facebook in bad groups just constantly telling you bad things about what's going on in the world, spend some of that time doing the things you always wanted to do. Because things will get better. Will it be after they get worse? Yes. Will it take some time? Absolutely. Do any of us know how long that's going to be? No. But again, that doesn't matter. Look at the positive side of this, because quite honestly, we're stuck. We may as well figure out a way to make this positive for us. It may be if you're in the working stage and you want to work more, this is your chance to pick up another skill in this downtime, to learn another trade or another part of the trade you're in, that when we come out the other side of this, that you can then use for employment to make more money. Or whatever it is that you want to do, it doesn't matter. If it's figuring out how to save up for your first minivan or cargo van or small RV or whatever you want to do because you haven't hit the road yet, this is your chance to do it. This is your chance to watch videos of hopefully channels like mine and learn the things you're going to need to know once you get out there, and learn from my experiences and my mistakes in this. I have had amazing successes in some things I have done in life, and I have had some monumental failures. None of that matters now. What does matter is your attitude going through these things, especially the bad times. Because if this turns into 6 months, there are going to be a lot of people that sit around absolutely horribly depressed for 6 months that will do nothing to improve their lives except wait for the government to step in somehow and make their life better. There's nothing you or I can do for those people. But we can do things to make our own lives better, to educate ourselves more about things we're interested in, to take steps that will start taking us toward whatever goal it is that we have. So stop spending as much time as I see everyone doing thinking about the short term and worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow and next week, and start thinking about the long term of this. When it gets better, where are you going to be in your life at that time? Are you going to be sitting in the exact same place you are today, or will you have done things and learned things that will make your life better and take you closer to your goals at that point? I know how I'm going to handle this. It's up to you as far as how you handle this. If anything I've said resonates with you and you're not a subscriber, hope you subscribe to this channel. A lot of it on travel, budget travel, a lot of it on vans and the things I use to travel with. If not, so be it. But start thinking about what's going to make life better for you and or your family. Start taking those steps, because all the excuses about not having time, those are over. You have this enormous opportunity that most people have never had in their lifetime. Take advantage of it. And we'll talk soon.